Our mission is to save as many dogs as we can, and we do that through the training that we provide. We actually provide low cost to free training to local rescue groups, and we also help out people in the community. We get many calls often with people that have issues with their dogs that they have no idea how to correct, so we'll also provide to them low cost and many times free training also.
I'm running a class for Better Life Canine Center for Brenda Woody, for rescue dogs that are here at Healthy Paws to try to get them adoptable, and also for people who are having behavior problems with their dogs. Behind me, my Saturday obedience and socialization class is teaching dogs how to walk in public and stay under control when they're surrounded by other dogs. We feel this is important to help the dogs after they get adopted so that the new families can walk the dogs in public and have them under control and not act aggressive toward other dogs.
The reason I'm working with Better Life Canine Center is because from the rescue end of things, their vision is in line with my vision of things, providing the dogs, providing the people in care of the dogs with the training and behavior support they need so the dogs can be successful and the rescues can be more successful. I'm going to continue to do this work because it's where my heart is, and it's not only a big hole in the system that we're missing, it's going to take time before this new way of thinking starts to catch on throughout the community, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to lead by example.
We network with a lot of the rescue groups and with a lot of shelters, of course, and we see a lot of dogs that are returned within a 24-hour period of time, and that's, I mean, it's really unfair. And had the adopter had the resources or the skills, it probably would have been successful. A lot of rescue groups don't have these resources, so to be able to offer these resources to other groups to make their, issue dogs adoptable, it then gets that dog adopted out, opens the rescue up, and with an available spot to save another dog.
I started training with Roxy. She was being boarded at Healthy Paws, and she didn't have any place to go for Christmas, and I felt bad for the volunteer that was going to have to come on Christmas Day and take care of her. So I volunteered to take her for 5 days over the holiday. And she was such an amazing dog at my home that I decided to foster her. And that lasted for 5 weeks. And then I decided to make the commitment to rehabilitating her and adopt her. The thing I like about Better Life Canine is that because they're so into rehabilitation, they offer, once you foster a dog or adopt a dog, they offer continuous training. So I was able to work with Brian Finn, I was able to work with Jen Guthrie, and when you get a dog, a terrier breed, which is a stubborn breed anyway, and then you get a dog that was never held accountable for her actions, it's really nice to know that you've got that support system, because it is a big undertaking.
When we first got her, we had to put her on a treadmill for about, half an hour a day?
At least.
And run her, and she wouldn't get tired. But that's one way to dial her down.
We'd have to put her on the treadmill every time before we took her to training. Otherwise she couldn't focus at all.
She couldn't be around other dogs. She couldn't even see another dog. But, because of taking her all the training for the last, year and a half, this is her.
I always spread the word about Better Life Canine just because it's such a great opportunity, because there are so many dogs that are living in foster homes that I think if they just had some extra social skills and were trained a little bit better, they'd have a better chance of getting adopted out. And the training here, it's full of love, but also it teaches them instantly what is right and what is wrong. And Chief, we started coming in February, and within, I would say, a month, he was a completely different dog. Like we came here and he just was nuts. It was a completely new experience, and there were so many dogs, so many different sizes and types, and he just did not know what to do. And after just a couple weeks, he knew, he had that impulse control on what was right and what was wrong. And I just think that if other fosters could come here and help their foster dogs would be able to get adopted a lot quicker.
I'm Michelle, my husband Chris, and our son Dane. We were looking for a rescue. Unfortunately, no rescues would allow a 9-year-old child. However, Brenda Woody with Better Life Canine, I contacted her and she said, absolutely, come out with the family and a child can volunteer. So we started back in January of this year, and Dane would just work the Woody dogs, and probably about 2 months ago he's moved up where he can now work all the rescue dogs, such as rescue dog Spike.
And I think our volunteers love working with us because they get to see the fruit of their labor. They get to see the dogs that they worked with. They get to see photos, and they get to see them come for training, because we have weekly training every week, like clockwork. For the last 3 years, we've had every Thursday and Saturday we've had training. So anybody has an issue, they can always plug in.